The ancient Scythians were a nomadic people who lived in the Eurasian steppes from the 8th century BC to the 3rd century CE. They were known for their fierce warrior culture, horsemanship, and their intricate art and craftsmanship. In this video, we will explore the history, culture, and legacy of the Scythians. The Scythians were a confederation of tribes that roamed the vast steppes of Central Asia, from the Black Sea in the west to the Altai Mountains in the east. They were skilled horsemen and archers, and their mobility and tactical prowess made them a formidable force on the battlefield. The Scythians were also known for their unique burial customs, which involved burying the dead in elaborate tombs filled with treasures and artifacts. These tombs provide valuable insights into the Scythian way of life, their beliefs, and their artistic achievements. In this video, we will delve into the history of the Scythians, their social structure, their economy, their religion, and their art. We will also explore the impact of the Scythians on the ancient world and their legacy in modern times. Join us on this journey to discover the fascinating world of the ancient Scythians. The Scythians emerged as a distinct culture in the 8th century BCE, and their influence spread rapidly across the Eurasian steppes. They were a confederation of tribes, each with its own chieftain and warriors. The Scythians were a patriarchal society, with men holding most of the power and women playing a subordinate role. The Scythians were skilled horsemen and archers, and their nomadic lifestyle allowed them to move quickly and adapt to changing circumstances. They were also skilled traders, and their extensive trade networks brought them into contact with other cultures, including the Greeks, Persians, and Chinese. The Scythians were organized into clans, each with its own territory and leadership. The clans were united under a supreme chieftain, who was responsible for maintaining order and resolving disputes between the clans. The Scythians were also known for their unique social customs, including the practice of tattooing and the use of cannabis in religious ceremonies. They were a polytheistic society, with a pantheon of gods and goddesses that reflected their nomadic lifestyle and their connection to the natural world. Despite their fierce reputation as warriors, the Scythians were also skilled artisans and craftsmen. They produced intricate gold jewelry, weapons, and other artifacts that were highly prized by other cultures. In the next segment, we will explore the economy and trade networks of the Scythians, as well as their religious beliefs and artistic achievements. The Scythians were a nomadic people who relied on their herds of horses, cattle, and sheep for their livelihood. They were skilled at horse breeding and horsemanship, and their horses were highly prized for their speed and endurance. The Scythians were also skilled traders, and their extensive trade networks brought them into contact with other cultures across the Eurasian steppes. They traded in a variety of goods, including furs, wool, leather, and honey. They also traded in slaves, which were a valuable commodity in the ancient world. The Scythians were particularly known for their production of gold and other precious metals. They mined gold from the rivers and streams of the Altai Mountains, and their skilled artisans produced intricate gold jewelry, weapons, and other artifacts that were highly prized by other cultures. The Scythians also played an important role in the Silk Road trade network, which connected China with the Mediterranean world. They acted as intermediaries between the Chinese and the Greeks, Persians, and other cultures, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas. Despite their nomadic lifestyle, the Scythians had a complex economy and social structure. They had a system of tribute and taxation, and their chieftains were responsible for maintaining order and resolving disputes between the clans. In the next segment, we will explore the religious beliefs and artistic achievements of the Scythians. The Scythians were a polytheistic society, with a pantheon of gods and goddesses that reflected their nomadic lifestyle and their connection to the natural world. They believed in a variety of deities, including a sky god, a sun god, and a goddess of fertility. The Scythians also practiced shamanism, a spiritual practice that involved communicating with the spirit world through trance-like states. Shamans played an important role in Scythian society, serving as healers, diviners, and intermediaries between the living and the dead. The Scythians were also known for their artistic achievements, particularly in the production of gold and other precious metals. They produced intricate gold jewelry, weapons, and other artifacts that were highly prized by other cultures. The Scythians also had a unique style of animal art, which featured stylized depictions of animals such as deer, horses, and wolves. These animal motifs were often used in the decoration of their clothing, weapons, and other artifacts. The Scythians were also skilled in the production of textiles, particularly felt and wool. They produced elaborate felt carpets and tapestries, which were highly valued for their beauty and craftsmanship. Despite their nomadic lifestyle, the Scythians had a rich artistic tradition that reflected their unique culture and worldview. Their art and artifacts provide valuable insights into their beliefs, customs, and way of life. In the final segment, we will explore the legacy of the Scythians and their impact on the ancient world. The Scythians had a significant impact on the ancient world, particularly in their interactions with other cultures. They played an important role in the Silk Road trade network, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas between China and the Mediterranean world. The Scythians also had a significant impact on the Greeks, who were fascinated by their culture and their prowess as warriors. The Greek historian Herodotus wrote extensively about the Scythians, and their influence can be seen in Greek art and literature. The Scythians also had a lasting impact on the art and culture of the Eurasian steppes. Their artistic traditions, particularly in the production of gold and other precious metals, influenced the art of other nomadic cultures in the region. Despite their impact on the ancient world, the Scythians were eventually absorbed into other cultures and disappeared as a distinct people. However, their legacy lies on in the art and artifacts they left behind, as well as in the cultural traditions of the peoples who succeeded them. In modern times, the Scythians continue to fascinate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Their unique culture and way of life provide valuable insights into the history of the Eurasian steppes and the ancient world as a whole. Thank you for joining us on this journey to discover the fascinating world of the ancient Scythians.